Outdoors is an awesome place to be photographing your kids. It's really great how they can interact with their environment, feel free to run around, and especially the little ones. I just find it's great for them to be able to interact with nature and all of that kind of thing. But shooting outside has its own set of rules, it feels like, with where you should and shouldn't kind of get your light or aim to photograph. So you might find, like I said, in the middle of the day, you're going to have a lot of hard light. And when I was a beginner photographer, I went out and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Everything looks really washed out and I can't see anything. Just try and avoid that hard light for now. So you'll find that hard light mostly around kind of maybe even between like 10 a.m. and if the sun setting's at like 6 a.m., kind of 6 p.m., all the way up to say 4 p.m., you're going to have some pretty hard light. You'll find more of a soft light. It can even be in the middle of the day, actually, if it's more overcast or hazy on the day. And you'll find that the soft light has a lower contrast, so less of those really harsh shadows, and you'll be able to quite easily navigate those days. So when I was learning photography, I loved finding the overcast days where I would be able to take my kids out and I wouldn't be so worried about those very harsh lighting conditions. Fun fact, I know a lot of people love a bright wedding with lots of glowy photos. I actually was hoping for an overcast day because I personally love the look of overcast photos. Even if it's misty or something like that, different kind of conditions, it can be really fun to shoot in those as well. Golden hour is pretty much the creme de la creme for photographers. We absolutely love the gold color, the glowiness, the softness on the skin, and it just really adds that extra dimension to your photographs. Golden hour takes place usually around 1 hour before sunset, otherwise about half an hour after sunrise. This is when the sun is just like right above the horizon, so quite close to the horizon, and the sun just goes real golden and just spills this golden light anywhere, everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. It's very fun to play with, and so you can actually choose one of the 3 different kind of lighting positions with this. In golden hour, I'd recommend experimenting with front lighting your subject. So that is where the light is actually falling directly onto the subject's front. So sun is here, subject's here, it's coming right onto them. The other option is a side light. So the sun maybe is over here and it's coming onto the side of your subject for a bit of a different look. Otherwise, my absolute favorite is backlighting during golden hour. What you're going to do is you're going to have the sun behind your subject. You're shooting them in from this way. Your camera's pointing this way. And you'll see if you perfectly position the subject so that the sun is right behind their head or their body, you're going to see that their whole body is like really nicely lit and you're going to get this glow all around in their hair and that kind of thing. So like dancing in the golden light is pretty much just like mwah, the best. So I challenge you to try that next golden hour. Another favorite of mine to shoot in outdoors is actually blue hour. So you've got golden hour and then you've got blue hour. Essentially, blue hour is when the sun is sitting just below the horizon. So you actually can't see the sun. So at sunset, this occurs just after the sun has set. And so blue hour often lasts for about half an hour after sunset. Just depends on where you are in the world. Obviously, these things really change. So you can just do a quick little Google search. When is blue hour in my area on this date? And that'll tell you. And then in the morning at sunrise, blue hour is approximately the hour before the sun rises above the horizon. And during this time, it's going to be a low lighting situation, so you can get those moody photographs. You'll also notice, and this is good to be aware of, the skin tone on your subjects will become quite cool. So very opposite to golden hour, where you have very warm subjects. So you can just be aware of that probably in your editing and that kind of thing. But it really is still a very beautiful time to be photographing and well worth experimenting. One more thing that you have to be aware of is that not every camera will be able to really handle the low lighting situation. And again, you might get some more of that grain, but still worth giving it a go to see how it turns out for you. So next time you're shooting, maybe at golden hour, at sunset, don't stop when the sun goes below the horizon. Keep shooting just for a little bit more and see what you can do in blue hour. You're going to get the chance to see me shoot live and see where I choose to shoot according to the different light later on in this course. So look forward to that.